Fighting erupted as dozens of Hamas militants broke out of the Gaza Strip, making their way into nearby Israeli towns as part of a surprise attack. Hamas's ground attacks were combined with unrelenting barrages of rockets. Damage to buildings can be seen as far north as Tel Aviv. Hundreds of people are dead and thousands are hurt on both sides of this conflict. This is the largest attack on Israel in years. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu calling a mass mobilization of Army reserves. We have team coverage tonight. Richard Jokova speaks with a New Yorker currently in Israel, but we first head to Stephanie Bertini with a look at how this war in the Middle East is unfolding tonight. Steph.
Arthur, the Prime Minister of Israel promising to win this war while the world is watching, our president condemning the actions of Hamas militants. The sights and sounds of an early morning attack. Hamas militants broke out of the blockaded Gaza Strip and into nearby Israeli towns, killing and abducting innocent civilians, according to reports. And that combined with Hamas firing thousands of rockets into southern Israel. The Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, declaring war.
Citizens of Israel, we are at war, not in an operation or in rounds, but at war. This morning, Hamas launched a murderous surprise attack against the state of Israel and its citizens.
Israel retaliated, launching airstrikes in Gaza. President Biden asserting his position.
The people of Israel are under attack, orchestrated by a terrorist organization, Hamas. In this moment of tragedy, I want to say to them and to the world and to terrorists everywhere, the United States stands with Israel.
The leader of Hamas reportedly says they are prepared to expand the fight into Jerusalem and the West Bank. Hamas is widely recognized internationally as a terrorist organization. Israel's military forces have opened up fighting in nearly 24 locations along the Gaza border. The Prime Minister of Israel vowing to win the war.
I have ordered an extensive mobilization of reserves and that we return fire of magnitude that the enemy has not known. The enemy will pay an unprecedented price.
The surprise attack came on a major Jewish holiday. Based on what unfolded today, it's clear many innocent lives will be sacrificed as the war continues. Arthur.
All right, thank you, Stephanie.